I did. All right, hey everybody, we're cutting back in to give you another update. I'm going to go ahead and kill the audio over here on this speaker real quick so y'all don't hear any echoes. But we do have another tornado warning that has been issued. This is for Schertz stretching up to New Braunfels. And hey, Jackson, just a heads up, I did push this out on our app as well. Okay. So just so you do know, that way we don't end up pushing out too many things. Here's a look at what we have right now. We do have the tornado warning that has been issued again for parts of Bexar County, stretching into parts of Comal County, and then also up into parts of Guadalupe County. So this does include New Braunfels. Let's take a close look down at it. I'm pulling up Facebook right now so I can answer some of y'all's questions, because I'm sure that y'all have a lot about this. It's been a very active night for severe weather. And before we look at anything else, actually before I even pull up what anybody has to say here on Facebook, I want to take a look at radar. Here's that area of rotation that is in question at the moment, where we could have that possible tornado. That's going to be located right here at Garden Ridge. I'm going to circle it. This is kind of right there along I-35, north of Schertz, moving northeast towards New Braunfels. If you're in New Braunfels right now, I want you to go ahead and get in that safe spot. Most interior room of your home, lowest floor, away from any windows. You want to be as safe as possible. Make sure you're in a sturdy structure as well. This is going to be heading northeast towards New Braunfels. Sorry that we had to get off earlier, guys. We were having some serious audio issues. We took a lightning strike here at the station. Sometimes I can mess up some of the electronics, but thankfully we were able to get it back up and running for you. Let me go ahead and bump it again, try to bring up KENS 5 real quick, because I want to make sure that the audio sounds fine. It seems to sound fine on our end. But again, there's where that rotation is, and this is moving northeast towards New Braunfels. And guys, I'm also going to... oh, there we go. There we go. Everything's good. Again, this is moving up towards New Braunfels and along I-35. It took a little bit for it to go ahead and get working there just right for me. All right, there we go. So there's a look at the radar. I'm taking a look at what the National Weather Service has to say as well. They're saying that power flashes are being reported near Garden Ridge. So right along I-35, where that possible tornado is, that is the one that's moving northeast towards New Braunfels. Let's see here. Maybe evidence in lowering of CC, which would indicate debris. So that's what they're talking about right now, about this area of rotation closer to Garden Ridge. This is, again, moving towards New Braunfels. It's going to be there in probably about 10 to 15 minutes. We're live here. Weather Chief Bill Taylor is live on TV right now giving updates on this storm. Let me run this back just a bit. This is where they first saw that rotation. Looks like they saw rotation right at 1604 and I-35 just northwest of Live Oak. I see questions about Converse. This is north of Converse. This is going to miss Converse off to the north. What about Castle Hills and Airport area right now? Not a big issue right there. That's not a big trouble spot. Right now, the big trouble spot is Garden Ridge and Northcliffe. I'm going to run this forward. North, it looks like it just went through Garden Ridge, and it looks like this is going to head closer on towards Deer Canyon Drive. Looks like it just crossed Deer Canyon Drive, Lewis Ranch Road. If I'm naming these roads and they sound familiar to you, like they're close to your house, I want you to really be in that safe spot. Wilderness Oaks, downtown New Braunfels. If you live in downtown New Braunfels, I want you in your safe spot as well. Remember, that's the most interior room of your home. If you have any friends and family that live up there, give them a phone call. Let them know that this is headed their way. Want to make sure that our friends and family can stay safe in this event. Also, nobody needs to be on I-35 between New Braunfels and 1605 right now. No one needs to be on I-35 because this is close enough to that area where we could end up with some more issues on I-35. And this tornado could even cross there. So we want to make sure everyone stays in a safe spot. People asking about Lytle and a few other spots. No big issues down there. No more tornado warnings down that way. You see a lot of severe thunderstorm warning polygons. Those are actually mostly expired. There's a little bit of a glitch in our system of extra severe thunderstorm warnings. While we do have another down into the Lytle area and could even put down a little storm warnings to the north. Those are actually not even towards Divine and Lytle. Looks like we could have even that. We also have the flash flood warning impact. Also has hail associated with it around right there. Now, this is not a tornado that you can walk outside and go. Second tornado there, you're not going to be able to see it. So please stay in danger. So that area of rotation where the greens are going towards the radar, the reds are going away. That's what the color table is looking like right there. I'm going to go ahead and draw some arrows here. Right there, green towards, red away. That's the area of rotation. And this area of rotation is going to be moving just off to the... Now I'm checking with the National Weather Service to see what they're asking. Right now the circulation is between Garden Ridge and New Braunfels. Not as tight anymore, and I totally agree. They're having a little bit of I need to run in there and help them out real quick. Guys, we're going to continue to watch this. We're live on TV right now giving updates. So guys, I'm going to leave this up right here. I'm going to leave the radar looping, and I'm going to be back real quick. We want to make sure everybody can stay updated on all All right, hey everybody, sorry about that. Sometimes we end up having a little bit in the way of technical difficulties out there. Had to go run out there to go up out Bill real quick because one of our systems had frozen up. So we still have the tornado warning out there, still watching very close. We've been around the building. All right, so we still have the tornado warning. Let's talk all about it. It's still located kind of closer on towards New Braunfels. And guys, sorry if I sound so out of breath. I'm running around the building trying to continue to help. The rotation is much weaker compared to what it was earlier. If you're just joining us, there's a tornado warning right now for parts of Comal County, our friends and family up towards New Braunfels. So, area of rotation in question right here, kind of just northwest of I-35. You know, I-35 kind of runs northeast to southwest through that area. This is going to be towards downtown New Braunfels. Now, here's the good news about the rotation. The rotation has weakened a lot more compared to where we were at even just about 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, this rotation was so much stronger, but we see it a lot weaker now, which that's what we want to see. We want that rotation to be a lot weaker. I don't know if it's just my phone isn't updating the live properly or if it just isn't showing up for anybody. Hey, are we on the live coverage on TV? Are we on Bill's live? On Facebook? On TV. Oh, no, it's my phone is lagging for some reason. Sorry guys. My Facebook has been up a little bit here and I'm trying to make sure that we're still on properly. We've had a few technical difficulties tonight because of the power hits. So everything looks fine though, so sorry about that. Let's go ahead and zoom out. Let's take a wide look at things and put everything to play. Okay, so there was a lot more rotating there in northeast Bexar County here just about 5-10 minutes ago. And then see as this area of rotation made its way off the northeast, it's weakened a lot, but there could be still a little bit of rotation there headed towards downtown New Braunfels. That's why this tornado warning is in place in the first place. And this time again moving kind of northeast at about 35 miles per hour, pretty good pace. Now let's see what the National Weather Service is saying. I'm keeping in contact with them. They're talking about hail 5 miles west of New Braunfels on Highway 46. It's bigger than pea size, they're saying. They're hunkered down though, and they're trying to, the emergency manager there in Comal County, and just trying to continue to stay safe themselves. Because remember, New Braunfels is under that tornado warning. A new tornado warning is going to come for Comal County for circulation there, but weaker. We located on the west side of New Braunfels. So that's about to come out. We're about to see that update here on the map. They're actually going to issue that. I see the area that they're talking about, kind of further on off to the north. I'm willing to bet they're talking about this spot right here. And let me actually change which tool I'm working with, guys. Right here. They're going to issue tornado warning for that, I'm willing to bet. A little bit of rotation up there. That first area of rotation that's located here now is not as strong, but if you're in downtown New Braunfels, I'd go ahead and stay in that safe spot until that area has weakened down completely. I'd rather just not risk myself, and I'm sure a lot of y'all like that as well. Now, right now in Bexar County, there's nothing there. The tornado warnings are actually done for Bexar County. There's no more tornado warning for Bexar County. Still some strong storms moving through, but we do have tornado warning for Comal County and parts of Guadalupe County. We also still have some hail producers out there. Moving into southeast Medina County into parts of Bexar County. It's going to have some hail. We have hail in New Braunfels. New Braunfels right now getting ping pong to golf ball side hail. That's what we're seeing in purple. And that's going to continue to push up towards the east. So be ready for that. We could also have some larger hail make its way through parts of Comal County and then eventually heading closer on up towards Hays County. The Hunter area, I know, is down in there, and they could end up seeing some larger hail there, as well as this area of rotation could be some close to them. It's stuff they're watching closely. There's that tornado warning. Remember that spot that I circled and was pointing out that the National Weather Service was also talking about? That's that second tornado warning. That does include the Hunter area. This is going to pass right near where I-35 crosses when Hays and Comal County meet. Let's see here. What about Selma? It is eerily quiet right now. You know, that area of rotation that we were talking about earlier near New Braunfels, that's kind of where that system passed through, near Selma. And now it's quiet there because that area of rotation has moved away from you. That's a good thing. So it's moved away from Too choppy to understand. Restart. People are saying that the audio is off maybe. Hey, Hey, Jack, would you mind checking the audio? See if
It's a little choppy. It's just signal coming out of the building.
signal in and out of the building. So, guys, it's the signal. It's nothing that we can handle, unfortunately. It's just, we've had power outages here ourselves. It's caused a little bit of issues. I'm actually having to get off the Wi-Fi so I can see our Facebook update properly. I'm sorry, guys. It is a little choppy, but we'll try to keep you updated on everything. Still, even with choppiness. So again, this tornado, possible tornado, is moving off to the northeast, getting closer to San Marcos, and moving out I-35. And guys, actually considering how choppy it is, Jackson, would you mind putting it up on a bill real quick, or we'll do that in a second, guys. We're doing the best we can now. Technical difficulties due to the weather. I mean, we're doing our best. So this tornado warning, just northwest of Braunfels, moving closer toward Hunter. Let me go ahead and draw this out for you. Hey, it's repeating everything over and over and over, I think. I don't know if that's just my phone. Is that everywhere? Guys, I'm sorry, we're working on it. If you can hear me, we're doing the best we can.
I'm hearing you. I hear you.
Same thing over and over?
No, I'm hearing the newer audio.
Okay. Guys, a lot of issues here from a lightning strike we took. I'm sorry, we're doing the best we can. But yes, we do have a tornado warning. This does include the New Braunfels area. It does stretch all the way up to San Marcos. So if you have kids at school up there towards Texas State, make sure that they have a safe place that they can go. Give them a call. Let them know that they're under a tornado warning, that they need to be in a safe spot too. Of course, we want to make sure everybody stays safe. Of course, in neighboring areas, San Marcos, maybe stretching up even up to Kyle and Duda. Even though the tornado warning is southwest your area, go ahead and start thinking about what you may have to do if a tornado warning does come up to your region. So this rotation, not as significant. That's what you want me to say. Yeah, I mean, trust me, we don't want to have significant rotation. That's good news. We want to see weak rotation. We want to see no rotation at all, but if we're going to have any, let's let it be weak. We'll pop back up radar. Guys, hopefully we're going to continue to work to correct the audio. Just stay with us. And hopefully audio will correct. Seeing sheltering in New Braunfels from Carla. Carla, that's good here. Thank you so much for taking this seriously. We had a severe thunderstorm warning up towards El Rio. This storm is not as serious as it looks like anymore compared to what it was. Severe thunderstorm warning is until 10:15 p.m. So we still have it for another about 10 minutes, a little bit over 10 minutes. And then you see that we have severe thunderstorm warning down towards parts of southern Bexar County. Let's take a look at this, because I know a lot of people are worried about this as well. The hail has really shrunk with this. We're likely going to see the thunderstorm warning go away, so the fact that this storm is weakening, but it could also be cycling, so we'll have to watch that closely. The storm on the map right now that is bigger than any other storm that we had at the moment, is this in Comal County, moving off to the northeast. And it's moving its way up I-35. Again, impacting the New Braunfels area. Hunter, if you're in Hunter, again, we are tracking some rotation. Kind of just to the west of Hunter. So west of I-35. And it's going to head right up I-35 to San Marcos. So that's why I said, call any of your kids that may be in school out there. If you have families off in that direction, make sure they stay safe as well. And Jackson, are there any updates out there that we need to know about?
Not that we think there's more than 2,000 without power right now.
Okay.
They started off mostly west side, north central side. Now it's north side.
Okay.
We see the storm kind of move across where the outages are.
Cool.
I suggest we should have bill for 30 cents. Let's do the external reset in.
Okay. Hey guys, we're going to try to do a reset here to fix the audio. Now we're not stopping the live. We're going to bring Bill up real quick, and he's going to talk a little bit more about this storm. Hopefully when we come back up here in our digital center, our audio will be corrected. So here's Bill for more of an update on this tornado warning in Comal County.
You're definitely getting some very strong winds. You can also take a look at hail. Take a look at the hail core within this. And there in purple, let me use the tool chest to give you an idea of what size hail. We're going ping pong to golf ball size north of New Braunfels. So New Braunfels out of the woods on this hail package right now, but San Marcos is next. So you've got to get your cars protected. It's safe enough right now. You just have a few minutes, not very long, to get outside between Wood Creek and San Marcos and protect vehicles, because this will be hail large enough to do some damage to any vehicles as this moves east into northern Mal County and starts to go to Kyle. So you can see again that this polygon is the danger zone in red. Severe thunderstorm warning is going to be one in yellow. But the tornado warning, because of the rotation, the rear flank, it's always going to be exactly about where the hail core is. Right in this spot, north of New Braunfels, is where we believe the rotation is occurring. All right, radar back up, hail core just refreshed. And we'll get this back into a radar mode. And again, tornado warning until 10:30.
All right, guys. So we're back up here. Still watching these storms, so we're trying to get this audio fixed. We're doing the best we can again. We've had a lot of issues with after a lightning strike at the station. And Jackson, I can't even get, unfortunately, my Facebook up here on my phone. It's having so much issues. So if you can hear yourself, just let me know, okay? We've got our digital team in, try to help us make sure that we can get everything bounded again. We're doing our best to keep everybody updated. But, you know, weather can sometimes cause technical difficulties at home, just like it can at work, wherever you may work, including with where we're at. Now, that tornado warning is still issued for the Hunter area and still moving off the northeast about 35 miles per hour. The main area of rotation is located right here. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a circle here around this, right there. So our digital team, awesome, helped me out to make sure that we can get everything going. It looks like we still have some audio issue, but guys, we're gonna fight. We're just gonna try to keep updated. So there's the area of rotation. Winds, you have someone going towards the radar, someone's going away. The area in green is winds going towards the radar, which is actually, I believe the other way around now. I think we're north of the radar set. No, this is winds going, okay, so this wind's going towards the radar, and this is winds going away. So that's our area of rotation being picked up by the radar. So that's also moving off to the north and northeast, and it's going to be hit again off towards this San Marcos area. Now, once this heads into East County, we are going to see this move out of the Kents 5 viewing area, but I'll probably stay on here and stay with the tornado warning until it's through San Marcos. And the reason why is it's close enough to where we have a lot of friends and family in that area that I want to continue to keep them updated on what's going on up there. So we're going to continue to watch that closely. I want to also talk about a few other things. Guys, I want to talk about some of these others that we have out there because we've got some big hail producers. Thankfully, the storm moving in southwest portions of Bexar County, it looks like it's really collapsing. That's what we want to see. We want it to collapse. Unfortunately, this storm in Comal County likely put down some big hail. We're talking anywhere even to maybe tennis ball to baseball size hail, even in some spots. Let's take a closer look at it. Let's go ahead and put a query on there to get an idea. Henne, guys, possible. Huge hail, possibly along I-35. Definitely nobody needs to be on I-35 right now. Messy situation. Definitely don't want to be driving in that also just because not just the hail, but also the tornado warning that's in place. Something you don't want to deal with. You know, you don't want to be out on the roadway right now with hail that big. We also have the tornado warning in place. Thankfully, the circulation is not as significant as what we've seen some other storms earlier on. I've been checking in with the National Weather Service, continue to stay updated to see what they're seeing. And they're saying confirmed $quarter to $half size hail on the west side of New Braunfels, outside loop. So they've been seeing the large hail too. They're seeing hail estimate ticking back up between New Braunfels and San Marcos, so around the Hunter area, just west of I-35, just west of Hunter, with estimated hail sizes back up to 1.5 inches to 2 inches. So they're also seeing the issue with large hail there in Comal County, now getting ready to move to parts of Hays County. So again, it's been a wild night with lots of severe weather. That's why we've been talking about it the last few days. We knew this was coming. And if you've been sticking with us at Kents 5 the last few days, we've been talking about this for days. We talked about the chance for severe weather last night too. But the cap ended up being a little bit of an issue and stopping it from happening altogether. Meteorologist Megan Massey talked about that earlier in our earlier newscasts. So let's zoom out just a little bit. You see a lot of other strong storms out there. We actually have a few strong storms in eastern Edwards County, moving to Real County. We still have the severe thunderstorm warning in part of Valverde County and in Edwards County, but that is likely going to just expire here at 10:15 because the storm is even out of there, and it looks like the storm has gone sub-severe, no longer as strong as what it was earlier on. We do have more storms across the border into Mexico. Yes, those are going to be moving off to the northeast into parts of South Texas, but there is the possibility that they're moving into an environment where there could be not as much energy for them to work with because so many storms have worked over the atmosphere. Let's hope that we see that those storms are weakening, and we see those storms that are in Mexico collapse as they come across the border. But that's not a guarantee. It's still possible that we could see those storms stay strong as they come across the border, and we continue to come late into the evening. I came into work today expecting this to be a long night because we have some models that are picking up on the chance for severe weather all the way through 4 a.m. So that's possible. So expect me to be here continuing to give you updates as long as we still have strong to severe storms on radar. So we still have a tornado warning as well. Again, this is now making its way to parts of Hays County. Area of rotation right now located, I'm going to bring you the most recent update, west of Hunter, and it's kind of right through here. This is that area of rotation. Really messy look from the radar. It's definitely a broader area rotation, not very tight by any means, but the National Weather Service issued this tornado warning because they want to make sure that if it does form quickly, people can already be in that safe spot. So again, this is just west of Hunter, and it's going to be moving north and east into portions of Comal County pretty quick. In that same area, we have huge hail. We've got anywhere from 1.5 inch to 2 inch size hail, and that's going to continue to move into Hays County as well. So heavy rain to go along with this. We've had flash flood warning in parts of northwest San Antonio. Very heavy rain associated with these storms. Big time, not just hail producers, but also rain producing storms as we've headed throughout the day, which is, we need the rain, but like I said, you never want it all at once. We need the rain. We just want to get it kind of evened out, but sometimes this is just how it works. You get all the rain that you need it all at once, and it can lead to a little bit more in the way of issues. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit more, guys. I'm going to bring back up radar, and you'll see how the storm is still moving up to the northeast, moving towards our friends' family in San Marcos. You see that the lightning is kind of more condensed into one area. And look at this storm to southern Bexar County. Look at the amount of lightning strikes that go down as it from Uvalde into Medina and then into Bexar County. Really collapsing. That storm that's down into southern Bexar County, not going to be an issue much longer. I believe that severe storm warning is going to be expired, and we're going to see that severe thunderstorm warning goes away completely. I don't think that storm is really severe anymore. But we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning, and that is for eastern Edwards County, the parts of Real County, northern portion of Kinney, northern portions of Uvalde, very western portions of Bandera, and western portions of Kerr County. The parts of Kerr County this includes is Ingram and Hunt, but this does not include Kerrville just yet. Look, it's just west Kerrville where the severe thunderstorm warning ends. We have a new line of thunderstorms that's really getting going, pretty intense there. Just seeing the possibility for hail with that, and I'll bring up the hail signatures. You see that we already have a little bit of light blue showing up. That lets us know nickel-size hail possible. Also could have some strong winds, 60-mile-per-hour winds or stronger, which is considered damning wind associated with some of those storms. Again, still the only tornado warning that we have on the map right now is the ones located just up towards I-35. Right over Hunter, Texas is where we have a little hail right now. So dime hail being reported out in Hunter. Likely seeing some larger hail now, at least near. Sorry guys, I need a little water. Been on live here for quite some time now. Let's see here. I see someone talking about how about Green or Highway 36. Talking about those areas. Well, those areas aren't being impacted. Talking about my circle doesn't show any areas. I mean, areas west of Hunter. FM 306. That's it. That's all I have out there to show you. Terry, I mean, I would circle Green if Green was being impacted, but this is north of Green. No, this isn't going to be impacted there. It's impacting Hunter. That's the answer. That's where the higher amount of hail are. I-35. Approaching the, where the outlet malls are. That's where this area of rotation and then also this hail is headed towards. We have still a little bit of rotation associated with this. Again, north and west of Hunter, it's more of a rural area of Comal County. There's not a lot of this that we can mark out in that part of the county. And it's going to continue northeast into parts of Hays County. So is he actually asking about Futurecast? And I can bump that for you. Let's go ahead and show Futurecast. You go ahead and bring this down and upload Futurecast real quick. This is what it's showing. And it's showing pretty good. It's showing that big complex storms kind of closer on towards Comal County. You see that by the time we get to 11:03 p.m. And honestly, this is what's happening right now. So it's actually lagging a little bit behind. But look at these storms really fire up by 1 a.m. over parts of Bexar County. And then they really kind of calm down as we head into sunrise hour tomorrow. This could continue here for hours. And we're going to stay on and continue to keep you updated on this, of course, throughout tonight. We've had a lot of heavy rain here. We've had a lot of strong storms. And again, we've had a lot of large hail at times too. That's been a little bit of an issue, especially in Uvalde, Medina, and into parts of Bexar County. Now, that severe thunderstorm warning in Bexar County right now really does, again, it really seems to be weakening. That's what we want to see. We still have the tornado warning in Comal County. That's now basically that area of rotation is about to really move over into Hays County. It's not going to be an issue for Comal County very long. It's outside of New Braunfels. New Braunfels is actually not really a tornado warning anymore. The area of rotation is out of your area, and that includes green. New Braunfels and green, you're fine now. The rotation's out of your region, but now if you're still in Hunter, I would continue to stay in your safe spot. If you're in very northeastern portions, even East Canyon Lake, we're talking about right at county line from Comal and Hays County. Stay in that safe spot, and then you'll be safe to come out. A lot of people saying we keep in and out. Guys, doing the best we can. I'm sorry, we did get struck by lightning, so I see a lot of people letting people know, hey, they were struck by lightning. That's why. So thank you for helping us out to relay the message. So towards San Marcos, you see that we still have the tornado warning in place. Again, that's San Marcos actually is outside the Kents 5 viewing for the most part, but because we have some family members maybe up there and some students who are from San Antonio, we're going to go ahead and stay on this storm and continue to keep you updated on it. So a lot of lightning with the storm, still dealing with a good amount of hail, maybe up to tennis ball size hail at most, probably golf ball size though. Associated there right on I-35, definitely a place no one wants to be. During a hailstorm, you want to be stuck on I-35 in a hailstorm, that is for sure. And let's go ahead and take a look at velocity and see if that circulation has managed to tighten up again. And honestly, it has. It's still pretty broad, and I'm willing to bet the National Weather Service will maybe even do away with this warning here, or at least it expire by the time we get to 10:30, unless this storm manages to intensify again. So guys, go ahead and take a wider look across the region and look at what else we have out there. We still got severe thunderstorms. Edward, Yale, Kerr County, and in northern Kinney County, and those severe thunder warnings include northwest Uvalde County. And we just took a power hit here. We lost power in the newsroom, but I think we still have some audio. And I am still live. So we lost power in the newsroom, but I'm making sure that we still have audio. Yeah, we do. We still have audio. So guys, we have just been taking a lot of power hits here at the station from lightning strikes all across the city. Obviously, it's been a little bit of an issue. But the storm now has made its way across the line from Comal County into Hays County. So no more issues in the way of a possible tornado in Comal County. But Hays County is still dealing with those problems. So we still have the area of rotation possible into parts of Hays County. Getting reports of golf ball size hail in San Marcos. Tornado warning set to be canceled for Comal, Hays, and Guadalupe counties. That's great news. The tornado watch, though, is now going to be in effect until 5 a.m. So they're going to extend that tornado watch. And they're going to cancel the severe thunderstorm warning for southern Bexar County. That's because the storm just continues to weaken. Just like what we've been talking about, good to see, that's what we want to see. We want to see the storms just continue to weaken, but unfortunately there is another line of storms back behind it to the west, and we're going to continue to watch that real closely. There is a severe thunderstorm warning that is about to come out, though, for Hays and southern Travis County. That's going for the storm that we just had moved through Comal County. But again, the tornado warning about to be canceled. Not seeing any issues with that anymore. So we're about to see a lot of severe warnings get canceled for the region. It's going to leave us with just one. That's going to be that storm that's located in parts of Edwards, Riel, Kerr County, into parts of Kinney County. We're going to continue to watch that closely, but this is about to be the only severe warning that we have in the Kents 5 viewing area. And honestly, it really isn't that strong of a storm, but it could have 60-mile-per-hour winds. That would be why the National Weather Service does have this severe warning. Look at the size of the hail. Much smaller. This is an area that usually sees big hail, but thankfully, it looks like smaller hail for right now. Just nickel size. I'm going to continue to keep an eye on the radar. I'm going to actually bring it back up on radar where we can get a better look at that. And again, these severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings that are on the map that you see in Comal and Guadalupe, they're going to go away. And then also the one in Bexar County is set to go away along with it. So guys, I'm going to leave this actually looping here. We're going to take a quick break. Once they actually cancel the tornado warning, I want to make sure that they cancel it first and they don't decide to continue it for some reason. But once they cancel it, I'm going to leave this looping here. I'm going to go relay some messages to Weather Bill Taylor. That way we can all continue to stay updated on these storms. So let me go ahead and pop this up. And I'll be popping back on here probably in about 10 to 15 minutes, and we'll continue to keep you updated on everything. All right, everybody, we're back. Ken's 5 is on with our 10 o'clock newscast right now. If we were to zoom this out, you'll notice that there's some warnings showing up on the screen. The tornado warnings in Comal County, the thunderstorm warning in Dare County. Those warnings are actually expired. So there's been a little bit of an issue with our system tonight, but those warnings are expired. This is the only severe thunderstorm warning that we have out there right now, and actually our only warning, other than the, yeah, that's it, actually. That's it. We had flash flood warning earlier, but I was making sure it had expired. It has expired. So the flash flood warning in northwest Bexar County is done. But we still have severe thunderstorm warning in parts of Edwards County, stretching over into Yao County, North Kinney County, and then stretching over into Kerr County. So I'm seeing from the National Weather Service if there's any more updates. I had to go run and kind of help on the other side of the building a second ago, but it's not like anything new coming in from the National Weather Service. Everything looking pretty quiet out there for, as far as reports concerned. I'm sure we're going to get some more reports as this storm continues to push east. Now, not seeing really anything in the way of hail from this. It's definitely weakened a lot, but still possibly some strong winds. Let's take a look at velocity data. When we're talking about winds, this is always the best product to look at. Could maybe have some 60 to 65, maybe 70 mile-per-hour winds with it at times. That's going to be why the National Weather Service has decided to go with this warning. Again, this was in place all the way until about 11:15. National Weather Service says that the main risk with this is going to be 60 mile-per-hour wind gusts. And this, again, is placed until 15. So we have about 45 more minutes left on the warning as it continues to move off toward the, let's see here, is moving east at 35 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and put a timer on this, and let's go ahead and look at the track out front, where it's headed to, where it could be impacting, and the complete timeline on this. So give me 1 second to draw this. And again, this storm's moving off to east at about 35 miles per hour. So we bring it out here. Barksdale is going to impact you at 10:46. At 10:51, the Divide School. Camp Wood at 10:57. Lecky at 11:19. 11:27, it will impact Hunt, so up there in Kerr County. Ingram T.J. Moore High School at 11:37. At 11:38, it'll approach Ingram itself. And then 10:48, approaching the Mount Wesley area. So, storm that we're definitely going to keep a close eye on. This is it, though, guys. We have no other warnings out there. That's what I like to be able to tell you. And of course, we're going to continue to track real close as we get throughout tonight. So let me go ahead and do something real quick, guys. Let me zoom this out. It looks like those other warnings were properly expired on our screen. Still trying to show the severe thunderstorm warning in Comal, Guadalupe County, but that's actually expired. That actually is no longer going on. We have some more strong storms that are down to our south and west. Again, we were expecting these severe storms today. We've been talking about it a few days where we had the enhanced risk for severe weather. That's still continuing tonight all the way through early tomorrow morning as we could have some thunderstorms come through. Remember what enhanced risk means. Enhanced risk for severe weather means numerous severe storms possible, more persistent and widespread. A few are intense. We've had a couple intense storms. I'd say the most intense one we've had was one that went from Uvalde to Medina County, where we had a confirmed tornado, and then in parts of Bexar County. But right now, the only storm we have on the map, not as severe, but one that we are going to watch closely. Let's look at future clouds and radar. Notice the storms that could continue throughout tonight, even all the way to about 4 or 5 a.m. So we could be watching these storms for a long time here, make their way through the region. And they've actually extended the tornado watch for some areas. Let me go ahead and bring that up. Look at the severe watches we have in the area. Again, tornado watch is in place. It is no longer until just 11 p.m. It now goes until 5 a.m. So let me go ahead and update that on our graphics. Again, we do all the updating ourselves. So the computer doesn't always do those updates for us, some people may think that, but let me go ahead and type that in. So until 5 a.m. we have this tornado watch in place. I may have said warning, excuse me, I meant to say watch. Tornado watch in place, and that stretches all the way over to Hallettville, Cuero, even into parts of Wilson and Karnes counties, stuff that we're going to be watching very closely. Now, right now, Ken's 5 is on TV. We are live right now giving updates. Not live here, but their Chief Bill Taylor is on live giving updates in the studio. We also have a look at what damage has occurred across the region, so be sure to tune in there, and also what's going on across the region. Right now, though, just one severe thunderstorm out there that we're watching closely. That's it. It looks like we actually do have the flash flood warning in place still. I was wondering. I was like, wait a minute. I could have sworn that was still in place. So, yes, we do still have severe thunderstorm warning, and we still have the flash flood warning. But those severe thunderstorm warnings off to Easton, Comal, and Guadalupe County, those are done. So guys, I'm going to leave the radar looping here. I'm going to go make sure we can stay updated on everything on TV and talk to Other Chief Bill Taylor for a little bit about what we need to do or get some advice from him on what we need to do in order to move forward and continue to keep everyone updated tonight. So that's look at what we have as far as hail is concerned right now. I'm making sure data popping up for hail. I think it's popping up properly. We've been dropping data and all sorts of issues, guys, from lightning strikes and just other things. I'm doing my best to make sure everything can show up properly. Well, actually, you know what? It may be small hail, maybe some pea-size still up towards Camp Wood, but maybe not as intense as what could be an issue. So not as bad up there towards Royal County. Of course, if you're under it, you're probably saying, yeah, right, it's really raining hard, really strong wind, and we got some small hail. But definitely not as what some of those other storms were like earlier on. So guys, I'm going to leave radar up. I'm going to go talk to Bill about a few things real quick, and we'll continue to keep you updated throughout tonight. Off and on, don't forget, we're staying all throughout this evening, keeping everybody updated. So stay safe out there. Again, this is the only severe storm that we have on the map, and make sure that you stay informed. Download the KENS 5 app. We're going to be putting updates on that all throughout tonight. All right, I'll be back in just a moment. All right, guys, we're back live. Of course, kept it live up there so you can continue to look at the radar. I've been watching a few things behind the scenes, talking with Weather Chief Bill Taylor. You know, we still do, it's still showing the severe thunderstorm warning, of course, over towards Comal and Guadalupe County, but actually not seeing a severe warning there anymore. That warning was expired or canceled by the National Weather Service, but our system having trouble clearing the cache of warnings tonight. So it's still showing that there, but actually not seeing that there anymore. And once we see 11 o'clock, it will go away finally. But we still do have the severe thunderstorm warning that's been issued for parts of Real County into southeast Edwards County, parts of Kinney County stretching into Uvalde County, and then up into parts of Kerr County. So that's been kind of the story here as we've headed throughout tonight. We've had a lot of severe storms making their way through. We've had a couple of tornado warnings. We had the tornado warning that made its way through parts of Medina County, parts of Bexar County, and also parts of Uvalde County as well. But now that tornado warning expired, we also had the tornado warning that was up towards Comal County and Guadalupe County. That tornado warning expired, and we've been left with a lot quieter issues right now compared to what we had earlier on. Still having some of those stronger storms out there, and we're going to continue to keep everybody updated, of course, on everything. Now, let me go ahead and bring back out Facebook. That way I can answer some of your questions that you may have as we continue to go through tonight. I am going to continue to stay here. Of course, we want to make sure everyone stays informed as we head throughout this evening. So, I'm bringing up a few things. I'm actually pulled up full here instead of you seeing the radar because I'm rebooting the system. It was having a little bit of trouble, and I'm trying to help it push things along so that way it can gather the data a little bit better. So our system's really taking a lot of data whenever we have severe weather events. We want to make sure they get a chance to breathe a little bit, and that way we can continue to see the most up-to-date information. So we've had a lot of reports of damage out there towards Hondo. You know, there was a pretty serious storm move through, then move up through Castroville. A lot of large hail reports. We had a lot of reports of damage from wind, possibly even the tornado that we were talking about earlier. And, you know, we're going to continue to get information about that as we head throughout the overnight and into tomorrow morning. And we'll, of course, have more information on that during KENS 5 News at 4:30 tomorrow morning up through 7 o'clock. Don't forget to watch KENS 5 for updates on that. So let's take a look a little bit at radar. Still seeing strong to severe storms out there. Actually, looks like things are trying to ramp up a little bit. Actually, that may just be the way that I was looking at radar. Yeah, there we go. Not as intense. It was picking up multiple radar sites at once there. That's why we saw so much intensity. I was having a feeling that it was doing that, the way it was behaving. But we still do have some strong storms out there. Let's take a look at hail sizes. Not looking like we have any hail sizes to report, and that's suspicious to me. I think that the system isn't taking in hail size right now as well as it's supposed to. I do believe that we have some hail that's moving into parts of southwest Kerr County, even though the system's not picking up on it. So expect that. We may still have some hail moving up through that area. We have one severe thunderstorm warning out there. This is it. It's Kerr County, Real County, and the parts of northern Uvalde County, northeast Kinney County, and then moving into parts of Bandera and Kerr County, of course, mentioned it just a moment ago. Parts of southeast Edwards County also included. You see that the warnings off to the east, they are no longer there, no longer any severe warnings as we look closer on towards San Antonio and up through Comal and Hays County. Now, we still do have a pretty strong storm complex right there in Real, Kerr County. That's why this severe thunderstorm warning is in place in the first place. I'm keeping in contact with the National Weather Service, and they say that a severe warning is coming soon for the Bracketville storm. They're currently watching a storm over Bracketville for severe weather, and then the cells out west and south appear to have a northeast track, and they're just talking about a few things with these storms that are closer on over towards Del Rio, how they're moving off towards the north and east. So Del Rio, seeing more thunderstorm activity. Man, they have had a lot of strong storms as we head throughout tonight, probably the 5th round for them. Adam says, are there chances for tornadoes still high, or would you say the worst is past us already? Adam, I would say that we still have the chance for a tornado or two as we head throughout tonight. We still have that watch in place until 5 a.m. Jenny says, I'm worried the second round is coming out of southwest and is going to hit southern Atascosa County in an hour or two. And, you know, Jenny, we could see some more storms pass off to the north and east and impact Atascosa County. But, you know, we're just going to have to watch that closely to see if anything can hold together and impact you. Right now, you know, nothing going on in Atascosa County, and let's hope it stays that way as we head throughout tonight. Now, we did just have a new severe thunderstorm warning issued for Brackettville, and that's going to be due to the threat of some hail associated with that storm. Right now, not seeing any issues with hail there. As far as our little hail tracker is trying to show up, but you know what? I think that we do have hail there. I think that we would have about quarter-size hail headed into parts of Brackettville, and that the system isn't picking up on it as well. Ryan says, thanks for covering storms, no problem. I see Ryan asking about Karnes City tonight. Karnes City has a tornado watch until 5 a.m., but as of right now, it's pretty quiet. You may not see anything strong until 3, 4 a.m., honestly. Ryan, it could take a long time before anything in the way of stronger storms even make it off into your direction. You know, I'm checking my audio now because we had a big issue with audio earlier on this evening. We took a lightning strike at the station, caused a lot of audio issues, and it seems that that little break that I took there when I was going off to talk to Bill briefly about the weather coverage tonight and anything that I needed to cover behind the scenes, it looks like the audio issue fixed itself. So that's good. You know, just had to wait till to give it a chance to catch up, and it looks like it finally caught up. How's it looking for Medina County? Mariah, man, they have gotten a lot of storms in Medina County. My kid's trampoline flew away earlier from the wind. Oh, Mariah, I'm so sorry to hear that. It looks like you could have more storms head that way. So if you're in Medina County, wouldn't be surprised if you had some more storms later on tonight. I don't think that they'll be as intense as what we had earlier. That storm that went through Medina County earlier was a very intense storm. It will likely end up being our strongest storm that we experience tonight. I think that one that went through Medina County earlier will end up being the strongest storm of the night. So Tina's saying you're much better. Tina, I know, I'm so happy. Man, that audio was so bad. Can we go to bed in New Braunfels now? That's what Devin wants to know. You still have a tornado watch until 5 a.m., but you're good to go to bed. I would say this, though. Download the KENS 5 app or some app, whatever app it is. Honestly, as long as you can get an update. The KENS 5 app does this. That's why I say that. But any app, I just want you to make sure that you have a way to wake up if a warning is impacted for your area. Keep your phone on loud. Your phone will go off saying there's a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning, whatever it may be, and it'll wake you up and give you updates. But you're good to go to bed right now, honestly. You know, go ahead and go to bed if you're in New Braunfels. You may still hear some rain on the roof from some showers in the area. There's going to be another round of storms possible later on in the early morning hours, but I think you'd be fine to go to bed right now. So, Devin says thank you, no problem. I'll be happy to answer anybody's questions. If you have any questions, send them my way. We only have 110 viewers on the Facebook Live right now. I know we also have people watching from YouTube and also on the KENS 5 app. But if you're on Facebook Live, I can answer your questions because I'll see those comments come in, and I'll be able to answer them for you. So we still have that severe thunderstorm warning for Kenny and Uvalde County. This is one of our newest warnings that was issued, likely for the possibility of hail. Let's go ahead and see what the National Weather Service is actually saying about this storm, the reason why we have this severe thunderstorm issued in the first place. So looking like that, they have it issued due to the threat of a quarter-size hail. So quarter-size hail is large enough to cause some sort of damage to vehicles. Not really any issues in the way of wind with this storm. It's mainly quarter-size hail, that's the threat. This storm is moving off towards the north and east at 25 miles per hour, moving into northwest portions of Uvalde County. So I'm going to zoom it out just a little bit. Tina says, is everyone okay at the station from the strike? Yeah, Tina, we were all inside, thankfully. Took the power hit. Thankfully, we lost power. We lost power for a brief second. We really messed up our audio for hours. I mean, we had a really bad mess up in our audio. If you go back in the Facebook Live or on YouTube, you'll hear the audio making all sorts of weird sounds. But we were able to get audio back under control. Anything coming near Maynard? Mary, yeah, you know, it looks like everything's quieter in Travis County. You're going to get some rain, but not as much of an issue off in your direction. Let's see here. When will the second round of storms hit Helotes? It's hard to tell exactly because these storms are still developing. What I'm thinking is that second round could arrive in the Helotes area maybe around 3 a.m. So go ahead and go to bed, and I'll still be here. And whenever your phone goes off, you know, have a way to wake up in case there's a severe warning for you. When your phone goes off, it'll wake you up, and guess what? I'll be right here giving you an update on that storm. So hopefully, you know, it's possible that the atmosphere is a little worked over in Bexar County, and these storms will actually collapse before they even make it to Bexar County. That's possible, because that was quite a storm earlier. It could have really worked the atmosphere over, and there's not as much energy anymore. And that's what I'm hoping. So that's possible, and I'll be here keeping you updated on that. Just talked about that for Erica. When will the storm come to Bexar County near the airport? Erica just mentioned that. It's possible that it collapses before it even makes it, but it would be likely 4 a.m. in the morning. We have a tornado watch until 5 a.m. in Del Rio. Is this front going to be here that long? Yeah, Vanessa, this is actually one of those systems where we just kind of continue to get wave after wave after wave. Del Rio about to get hit again with more storms. So yeah, it is going to be here that long. It's going to take that long and kind of off and on. Seeing if there's any questions that I missed. Eric saying, evening, and thank you for staying up late to keep us informed about the weather and the storm dying down in San Antonio, Texas. No problem, Eric. When will the storm come to Vider? The answer is that, you know, it's hard to tell exactly on timeline. We're talking more early and tomorrow morning, guys. That's going to be closer. 4-year-old keeps asking why we care so much about tomatoes. Oh, no, Felicia. Yeah. Why we care so much about tomatoes? Why do we care so much about them? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's I wish we didn't have to care so much about the tornadoes tonight, and I wish we could care more about tomatoes instead of tornadoes myself. Let's take a look at some of these severe storms that we have, though. You know, switching back to some of the severe weather after answering a few questions. Actually, I see Ryan asking, what happened in Schertz? I live off Judson and 35. I thought my mobile home was going to take flight. Yeah, we had a tornado warning up there, Ryan. Real close to there. That could have been it. But I'm glad you're okay. I hope the power comes back on soon is what Eddie's saying. Eddie, I hope you can get power soon yourself. Sorry to hear that you're having power outage. But I know crews are out there working hard. Thankfully, in San Antonio, crews are getting a break in the weather. They're having a chance to go out there and start working before the next round of storms comes in. So hopefully they're able to get some power back running everywhere, and you'll be okay and having power soon before that next wave comes through. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go ahead and talk about that. This does include Kerrville and Fredericksburg. It does not include Bernie, but it does include other parts of Kendall County. This is until midnight, so we got 50 minutes left on this severe thunderstorm warning. Now, this warning is in place. Let's see what the National Weather Service has to say about it. They're saying that quarter-size hail is possible. So, not huge hail, not as big as what we had earlier, but definitely hail that you don't want hitting your car. Possible there in parts of Kerr County, stretching into Gillespie County, and parts of Kendall County as well. And honestly, that includes very northern portions of Bandera County to go along with it. So, that's basically what we have right now. We're talking about quarter-size hail, nothing too big in all these severe storms. That's the main risks. And with that being the only thing that we have out there right now, a quarter-size hail, I'm going to go consult with Bill Taylor again, Weather Chief Bill Taylor again, and we're going to talk a little bit about what I'm going to ask him what he wants to do as we continue to push forward. We may actually take a break on the live for now and I'll keep this radar looping, and we'll continue to keep everybody updated, of course, behind the scenes. If you are watching on the KENS 5 app, or if you have the KENS 5 app, you would have just seen that severe thunderstorm warning flash across your screen for the Kerr and Gillespie County severe thunderstorm warning. So remember, if you download that KENS 5 app, we're going to keep you updated throughout the night. That way you know what's going on. Make sure you download that from the App Store. It can be real useful whenever we have these overnight severe weather events. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and continue to watch things behind the scenes. I'll continue to be here throughout the night, and we'll continue to keep you updated. I'm going to go talk to Weather Chief Bill Taylor real quick about about what we want to do going forward about severe weather updates. I see Philip asking, what are the threats with the storms? So before I hop off of here, I will say this: quarter-size hail. That's it with these storms. So I say that's it. You don't want quarter-size hail to begin with, but quarter-size hail is the main threat right now. Of course, we do have a tornado watch until 5 a.m. That's why we're going to be here so late throughout the morning, keeping everyone updated. We're going to have multiple meteorologists on staff throughout tonight. I'll continue to stay in. Bill's been here a little bit longer, though, so he's going to head out closer to 1:32 a.m., and meteorologist Paul Morales is coming in tomorrow morning, and him and I are going to tag team as we head throughout the morning. So we'll continue to keep you updated. I'm going to go ahead and pop the radar up full, and we'll continue to watch things behind the scenes. You'll see me hop right back on here if something else develops, or if I see something really intensifying that we really need to emphasize. So here's a look at the radar, and we'll continue to keep you updated on everything, of course, right here at KENS 5.